Afternoon, everybody. And I'm so far away. Harry, how are you doing? I hope you're good, man. Get away. I got to open live split. Shit. You're okay? I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear it. As I quickly scramble for what time we ended yesterday. 46:03:47. Where's my timer? Oh, it's up here. Whoop. Have you just been at work today, Harry, I assume? As I quickly scramble to change this time so I can get on with the game. 46:03:47.25. You work Tuesday to Saturday? Oh, that's nice. Well, I say it's nice. It's no different to really working. Actually, it's worse. I would have thought. I would have thought that actually kind of sucks. Because you're working hours that other people have off, but maybe it works for you. I don't know. Right. Bit some more Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, low-key, I'd kind of hate working Tuesday to Saturday. Oh, you only work till 12 on Saturday? Oh, that makes it a lot better then. Because that was my main thought was, you know, everyone's off on a Saturday and you're stuck at work, you can't go out. But no, that makes it much better then. Bam, 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 bam. Hello, Jack. How we doing, fella? Yep, good.
Sorry, sir.
Right. Let's get our 100% list up. I wouldn't mind that then, to be fair. We should go to... How much money do we actually have? Not a lot. I think we've got like 2 grand. So we should leave the weapons to the very end, pretty much. Let us do the bounty missions first. So let's go to Armadillo. Armadillo!
¿Sabes quién soy?
I might buy some medicine as well, actually.
Oh, easy.
I'm not sure how much I've got. I might have the max.
Solo la más
Nope.
alta calidad. Eso es.
Sweet. Do I want some moonshine? Can't be a bad thing to have, can it?
That's a lot.
A bit of moonshine on a Monday afternoon?
Vuelve pronto.
Banana, a banana. Alright. Let's head to Armadillo. We've got to do 8 bounty missions. There's no football on tonight, is there? I don't think there's a game now until Wednesday, right? Oh, it's Brighton Liverpool tonight. Oh, fire. Okay. I didn't realise that was tonight. That's sick. Very cool. Alright, let's play some Five Finger Fillet. Who are you fancying on the... Oh, I thought I'd be able to open that. I think Brighton might get something from that. Liverpool on the beach, aren't they?
Let's play a little game. I'll give it a go.
Alright, how do I play this? I know what it is, I just gotta not hit my fingers with a knife, but...
What's your wager? Then you can beat me, boy.
I will bet $10.
Let's see. Skill with knives.
Alright, okay, I see. So you've got to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1.
Howdy.
Absolutely smashed you.
Me? Always been.
Alright, low key, I'd be able to absolutely smash this, I reckon. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. I pressed 2! 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. What? Was I going too fast? 1, 2. What is going on? I'm not pressing any buttons. 1, 2. What? Brother, I'm pressing 1.
God damn it.
Stop stabbing yourself. I'm trying. Mate, I'm pressing the buttons they want me to press. Alright, look, I also forgot to do the timer. I forgot to do the timer. Hello, Comrift. How are you doing, man? Brother, I don't get this game. Am I not meant to go so fast? I thought the whole point is to go as fast as possible. How are you, Comrift? I'm just here stabbing myself.
This should be fun. Not bad.
Press the button illustrated to stab. Oh, I'm not going in rhythm, I think.
Hello to you. Oh shit! Wow!
I think I gotta go in a rhythm. I can't just like blitzer it. I could pick between the football match and be here with you. Wasn't even a difficult pick. You mate, I'm going in a rhythm. I'm going in a rhythm.
I'ma get it.
Brother, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Low key, I'm gonna be honest. Jack, stop stabbing yourself.
He said I'm wasting a valuable something. Like I was born yesterday. See? Much obliged. No! Hi.
Brother, I don't get it.
You're a damn hustler, my friend.
I don't get it. He just keeps stabbing his own fucking hand. I'm not pressing the wrong buttons or anything, guys. I'm pressing the right buttons. But Comrift, you're an absolute legend for giving up the football game to fucking hang out here, man. That's that's sick from you. Everyone's been saying it. Let's play poker. I can win at poker. Poker, I barely know her.
Civil War brewing, sure as shooting.
Or you couldn't get a hold of a ticket? Well,
Right.
you know, but the positive is you're here now. So, you know, it worked out in the end, right? Right, I have got nothing. Literally nothing. Glad you're streaming, so it's a good evening. I appreciate that, man. It's the Liverpool-Brighton game later as well, which I didn't realise. Yeah, we are fucked. Wait, how are we? Alright, a queen and we go off, low-key. Low-key, if a queen comes out, we all get our knobs out. That was a 6. I don't want to go all in. This is a disaster for me. I've got a high 9. Yeah, this is actually a disaster. You can go all in if we get our knobs out. The river's out, boys. It's a 6. It's not the queen.
No thanks.
Fuck, Herbert really fucked me there. Oh, a high king. Okay. We're gonna raise a 20 here. 3, 4, 8. Wow, we've got a pair. We've got a pair, so we'll bet another 10. We'll bet another 10. Okay, well that did nothing for us, so we'll just call. What came out? The 7. That did nothing for us. We'll check. Do we go all in? Let's fucking go all in, boys.
You win
Fuck
some,
it.
you lose some.
He got a 2 pair!
Leave it there,
I hate
fella.
this game. Get me out. I lost $100. Yeah, this has not been the start to the stream I wanted. Get me out of here. Where are these bounties?
Hello? Hey! What is that like here? I'm a good.
Didn't see you there, miss.
I'm gonna go save.
Are you lonely?
Did you find any loot stores?
I cannot believe I've lost, like, fucking $50 from gambling already. And we're, like, 10 minutes into the stream. This is just so realistic. Well, could you please put a bloody thing out?
Sorry.
At approximately 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. What's the time now? Oh, it's 2? Okay. Wait. Wait, Alright. Hopefully. Come on. I guess I can't look at it either. What? It's gone past 5 p.m. Wait, are you a lawman? You don't look like no lawman. Seg, how are you doing, man? I'm trying to wait for bounties to come up, man. Wait. Are you going to put something on the wall? You fucking... I want to hit you so hard.
Careful there, mister.
Let's try reloading. Let's try reloading. Still riding the high, meeting Pink Pantheress. Not gonna lie, don't think I'll ever be the same. Did you actually meet her? Yeah, exactly, Harry. When it all goes wrong, just give it a quick reload. A quick reload, jobby. Now that there looks like a lawman. I landed on my horse. Is that not the sickest thing you've ever seen in all your life? Be honest with me. Is that not the sickest thing you've seen in all your life?
Seems awfully convenient that they
Top 3 at least. Thank you, Conrift. I appreciate you being honest. Got pictures, spoke to her, got a vinyl and CD signed. Shit was crazy. Are you married? Or did you choke the bag?
We got the gun.
Take care, sir.
You surely won't regret a purchase.
Appreciate it.
Found 2 people dead.
Not yet, you choked. Choked. Why are they not putting them up?
You're the boy who thinks he's some kind of fast, tough guy. Let's find out how fast and
No, I don't want to duel you, to be honest, because there's no reason for me to. Let's go to McFarlane's farm. I ironically spoke about another artist and forgot to say anything good about her. Man, you really did choke. Who'd you speak about? Sabrina Carpenter? I don't know any modern artists. I still don't really know who Pink Pantheress is.
Come on, fast!
I thought that was Steve Martin, but I'm so domesticated I did the washing up and shaved today. Oh my god, Harry. That is crazy from you. This really low-key artist called Yaz.
Come on, come on!
Nice. Nice. I was like, oh my god, please can you collab with her? And she said, wait, does that girl make music? And I said, yeah. And she was like, oh my god, thank you so much for telling me. So I think it was W Game Loki. Oh, if in a year's time they come out with a song together, mate, you're gonna be sat there knowing that it was because of you, and every time they sing it, obviously she's thinking of you. Alright, have you got a fucking bounty up in here? Show me the bounty. She said to me like, oh my god, I do know that girl. She's gorgeous. I thought she was just a model. I was like, no, she makes really good music. Yeah, she looks like shit, but she makes really good music. I knew she knew who she was because they follow each other on TikTok and shit. So how she didn't know she made music, I'll never know. Bro, you look at who she follows on TikTok? That's crazy. That's crazy. No, I assume it's because you follow both of them, so it comes up.
You stole my horse. Please,
Who did?
help me.
That guy.
Come on! Work your damn nag!
Work, you damn nag.
Damn horse thief!
But she follows like 26 people, like 2 of those 26 are Yaz, so like hard not to notice. She's got 2 accounts. Damn, Naz. Keep some for the rest of us. What the fuck is that, by the way? Alright. No, horse, come back here, you little shit. Best part about it though, because I spoke to Yaz in the past, I sent her an Instagram DM and told her I met Pink Pantheress and told her about you. Her response was like, oh my fucking god, you're a real one, I love you so much, what the fuck? So I dropped a double. That's crazy. A threesome with Pink Pantheress and Yaz, and they'll be speaking about that for the ages. Should I look up what this Yaz girl was like? Like he's playing 3D chess. Or 4D chess, really. Man, where is this fucking... On my life, if they collab, I want royalties. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. I was hoping that would fucking give me my...
Whoa.
Show me a bounty. What a lovely day it is today.
Hey there!
Howdy.
What's going on?
See. Hola, hombre.
Hola, hombre. Is my game broken, or am I broken, or what the fuck's going on here? Hello, wanted thing up.
Sorry.
Where's the lawman?
Away.
I'm thinking
Are you saying there's no one wanted here,
wrong.
Derek?
I'm sorry. Don't arrest me.
Mind out. Sheriff's walking.
Hello, Pixel. How are you doing, man? I'm just losing. Wait! Yes! He's putting one out! Oh, take your fucking time. Man, don't even bother hammering it. Like, genuinely. Like...
Watch your step there, sir.
I do apologize. Right, let's go get Charlie. 78%, fuck me, I'm gone a weekend and you're close. I am close now. Low-key, I'm starting to feel it. I feel it in my fingers. Alright, Brittle Brush Troll. We gotta make a note of which ones we've done, guys. Brittle Brush Troll. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Alright, Loki, I was going the wrong way. Any chance you can die for the bands? No, not for the bands. I've got to fucking kill a bear with nothing but a knife. I might die doing that. But it won't be for the bands, so I'd actually be very upset.
Come on!
Gotta love the trogs. Oh.
Get here!
What gun do we want to use? Let's just use the Henry. Reminds me of that guy who shot himself in the head in The Last of Us. I can't remember what his name was, though.
Yeah! Come on! Come on!
Alright. His name was Henry, wasn't it? Oh, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense if true. I see them. I see them. Howdy, sir.
I've come for you, Charlie!
Come here, Charlie.
Crash your heart!
Would you look
tied up, bitch!
You're coming with me.
We should actually make a note of which ones we've done, shouldn't we? So this is Brittle Brush Trawl, Brittle Brush Trawl, Brittle Brush Trawl.
Enjoy the ride.
Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Ass Kicker. Don't you got a good? I'm not sure what that means. Bum 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 bum. Stop killing down here and work.
Go! Let's go!
Just forget about it? Okay.
Come on!
Consider it forgotten. Can I just ride straight there rather than go the pathway? It is a fine day, man. It's a fine day.
Much appreciated.
Right, one done. Boom. A whole $40 that was, by the way. I'm gonna create a Google Doc and note down which ones we've done and haven't done. So we have done Brittle Brush Trawl. Done.
Didn't mean anything by it, officer.
Jack is a real man here. In Red Dead Redemption 2, that guy is a heck of a bitch. Nah, man. Arthur slander will not be tolerated. Arthur Morgan's one of the greatest video game characters of all time. I will not tolerate slander against his name. Alright, please give me another bounty. Man, please give me another bounty. I beg of you. So how many have I got to do? I've got to do 8, 16. I got 20. And I've done a whole ass one. Why are you staring at me like that, bro?
Mister?
Sheriff's about as reliable as a
Haven't you played the John part of RDR2? I have, years ago, though. Oh, were you not talking about Arthur? Were you talking about Jack in the second game? Because that I can get on board with.
It's high time I broke it.
John also is a bit of a bitch in the second game, but... Yeah. I'm on board calling Jack a bitch. Loki, I'm on board calling Jack a bitch in this game as well. I mean, it's pretty badass how he gets like revenge for John, but low key. Well, I sure feel like there's a bounty out there somewhere that sure needs killing. Oh, you should be able to pet the dog, man. They didn't have that technology in 2013. They did not have that technology, bro.
I know.
Tony, is there not a bounty out there? I want to get in the safe. Oh my god, I can actually crack the safe. I better not, for the honor.
Right, sir?
Watch where you're going, damn it.
Let's go on the roof. Why did you keep barking at me, bro?
How are you?
I'm just a man.
I'll marry her. If she
I'm just a man stood in front of a girl asking her to love him. Are we at 5 yet? We are almost at 5. Where the hell is this lawman that's meant to be putting out a bounty? Mate, I'll join you. Let's have a smoke together, bro. Frickin', let's have a smoke.
I'll be running this town by winter, mark my word.
Will you also do the Undead Nightmare stuff? I will, but it'll probably be its own video. But yeah, I'll do it. I'll probably take a break in between, though. Just because I've been playing this game for a long time at this point. You look like someone who abused smoking, not gonna lie. As in Jack, or actually me?
Saints alive. You're looking good.
Actually me? I feel like I do not look like a
Sanchez is called a lot
smoker.
in Mexico. Howdy. Regina says
How is there no bounty? I don't understand the criteria for getting a bounty.
would you look at the time?
Are you? I'm not a smoker. No, I can't afford that shit.
Yeah!
I wish I had the appetite of one, though. Oh my god, Con, guess what? What's that? Only 47 hours? Oh my god. The thing is, this could actually be the longest part of the game, just because you've got to wait for the bounties to be put out. I'm going to actually search. Is there a way to get bounties? How to get bounties in RDR1? Yeah, I know I've got to accept them. Alright. You sound like a UK guy. In that case, you 100% vape. I've never vaped. I am a UK guy, though. So, you're 50%. You're 50% of the way there.
Hey, mister.
I think a bounty is going to be put out now. This dog hates me, like low-key. F125 is out in like 8 days. Oh my god, I cannot wait to not play it. Tony, are you just going to fucking stand there? Surely... That's a lawman. Go on, lawman. Do your thing. Why are you walking? Wait, hang on, he's coming back. Yeah, I'm not really interested in F125, to be honest. Good job! Good shit, lawman. You don't need to hammer it. I'm literally gonna take it. Good job. I do apologize for that. Roscoe Duffy. Roscoe is in Rio del Lobo. Rio del Lobo. Lawman or lawn man? That is a good question. Well, bro, this is miles away. What the fuck?
Sounds true.
What are we drinking today? I got Mango Loco. Brother, I am so jealous, but I had one earlier on today. But I am so jealous. Because I've just got a Pepsi Max. And low-key, it's very warm in Cardiff today. It is currently... Well, it's only 18 degrees, but it's like a warm 18. So, I get it out of the fridge, and within like 5 minutes, it's kind of warm. Oh, God, I'd love a Mango Loco now. Conrift, why'd you have to do this to me? The shop near me has been out of all kinds of monster for like a week as well. I have to literally go to like another shop that is like still within walking distance in order to get my monster, and it's really annoying. A police officer being useful? That's a surprise. How are you doing, Silk? And on the drink question, I got a strawberry and watermelon keto soda. Low-key, that sounds fire in this weather, though. Like, genuinely, that sounds pretty freaking good. Though keto tells me that there's not a lot of sugar, which tells me there's not a lot of flavor. Am I accurate? First world problems? Man, genuinely, the people in the third world wish they had it as bad as me. Actually, they didn't. They feel sorry for me. They feel sorry for me. My local shop doesn't have any monster, so I have to walk 5 minutes in the opposite direction. I'm pretty sure they don't have to walk that far for water, low-key. I haven't really done the research, but I'd be surprised if so. And it's £1.90 a can, by the way. Can we comment on that? Not enough people are commenting on that. 5 minutes, that's harsh. I know. It almost makes it, like, not worth getting it. I mean, it is still very much worth getting, but almost. Bro, where am I going?
Let's go! Let's go!
Uses stevia? Isn't that the shit in your spit? And yeah, I'm okay. I had a pre-recorded video interview before, which was wank, but glad it... Man, I genuinely, and I'm not just saying this because I want your vote, Silk, but if I came into power, the first thing I would do is ban anyone saying anything negative about me, because I just think that's mean. And number 2 would be get rid of pre-recorded video interviews. I think that is an absolute scam, travesty. Like, it is just utterly awful. £1.98 can? I pay like £1.30. I know, man. Don't get me started. I paid £5.60 for a pack of 4. £5.60 divided by 4 is... divided by 2 is 2.80. £1.40 a can, right? Which seems like a good deal. That's all I got to say, actually. Because honestly, I thought it'd be a worse deal than that. It does actually seem like quite a good deal when you're paying £1.90 in the shops, but... Hello, sir.
Give it up, Frosto!
Come out, Warosco! Oh, that hurt, didn't it? Oh, what about the other one? Not walking now, are you little shit?
Hold up there.
Oh, he's just getting up, by the way, with 2 short feet. You're gonna ban people talking shit. I need to get out now. No, see, my Twitch chat is more of a democracy than the United Kingdom would be if I got into power. So I'm not gonna ban you from my Twitch chat, but if I got into power, Seg, you would be in prison for 50 years for treason.
This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
Done one before, never wanted to do one again. Talking to a robot. Completely fluffed my first question because I was still taken aback by it. Yeah, that I've never done one. Like, thankfully, I've been in employment, but I've got family members and friends who have gone for jobs that, especially like, you know, I don't want to say lower end jobs, but the sort of, you know, security, supermarket where they hire, there's a lot of churn. Those kind of jobs, man, they're fucking awful. They are awful. Oh, shut up, you silly bastard. That's a life sentence. That's a life sentence right there. Stevia isn't great, but it's only for a treat drink, and this drink only has like 4 to 5 ingredients, which is pretty decent. Best one I could find online. Fair enough. Is it expensive? I imagine it's expensive, right? if it's a special drink with human spit in it. So you should just ask me. I'd spit in your drink for like only like 50p a time. No, I haven't died yet, Bex. One in the chat if you think Con is a fat fuck. No, we're not playing that game. This is for the bloody Home Office, and they still haven't seen my qualifications and experience. Clearly don't want to hire the best people. Man. What? Why are people putting one? Why are people putting one? Thank you, Comrift. The dogs hate me, man, low-key. Oh, shit, I did not. I do apologize, sir. I did not mean to do that. Holy.
Careful.
They weren't jokes. I went for a run today. Wait, I'm coming. Just don't. Just keep putting up a fight. Good shit. Well done. A run to Mackey's, maybe?
Let's see.
Bro, you're the one who goes to Mackey's weekly,
You should choose
man.
your customers more carefully.
I don't think you're fat, thanks, Bex. See, this is why I have favorites. People ask, like, shouldn't you appreciate everyone in your chat equally? And it's like, no, fuck some of them. Some of them are absolute dickheads. It wasn't great. £20 for 24 cans. Man, have you ever heard of Pepsi Max? You can get 24 cans for $7.99, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing bad in it other than carcinogenics. But I hear they're kind of on the up. I love doing that now. What do you mean kiss ass? What do you mean kiss ass? Just someone who knows the truth. Alright, there might be... he's putting one up! Chat, he's putting one up!
Whoa now.
You can see him! He's hammering it! Yes! Right, where are we going now? We've done Rio. Wait, this is the Hanging Rock. Okay. I normally have Coke than Pepsi. Okay. Genuinely, that's more likely to get you banned than calling me fat. And if that's not a sad indictment on my priorities, I don't know what is. How are you doing, Saucy? The Stranger missions went really well. They're all done. Now we're doing the bounties, but it's annoying having to wait for the fucking posters, to be honest. Got yourself any beaver today? No, the beaver's been elusive yet again today. Let's use Henry for this one. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room.
Evan Ricketts, eat your heart out.
Waiting for the Tyrant Con to respond to that. To your disgusting opinion that Coke is better than Pepsi. Loki, if we're talking about the full fat stuff, I agree, for the record. But Coke Zero over Pepsi Max is blasphemous. Where are you? Wait, is that you? Sorry, I just had to kill your mate. Did I shoot him? Oops.
Well,
I didn't mean to shoot him. I'd rather choose Mountain Dew. I've never had a Mountain Dew. I wouldn't want you in my room. I'd have nowhere to walk around. Crazy. Crazy. Why do you think it? Yeah, exactly. I was chasing the beaver with my rope. I was lassoing. No worries, Bex. Say hi to Fitz for me. Ooh. Boom. Boom. Get wrecked.
work your damn nag.
Work your damn neck. Yeah, I've got the first treasure. It's the only one. It's the only one I've got actually. Howdy, sir. I accidentally shot him in the head. I hope that's not a problem.
No good piece of dirt. Thank you.
Bum 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 bum. Tasted some Mountain Dew once. Didn't drink it all. Pepsi Max wins by far. I genuinely think. Oh no. In terms of taste, right? Pepsi Max is so good because it's 0 calorie. In terms of taste, Mango Loco is clear. Hello, sir. What's going on? Did you lose your horse? Return the... Oh. I hate this because it's so slow lassoing a horse.
How are you?
Excuse me, sir. I don't think that horse is yours.
You go.
Thank you. Oh, he's shooting me. You really don't want to do this, sir. To be honest, I should just... Oh, I probably shouldn't... Okay, that's fine. If you see Mountain Dew in your nearby stores, try it. Man, but the problem is it's usually so close to things that I know I enjoy. But I might give it a go. See, that's what I've heard. I've heard, because it's like a very gamer drink,
I
right?
think this is yours, mister.
Shoot anyone in the head, they won't be able to recognize them. That's actually so true. What proof do I give them that I've actually killed the right guy? Low key. Can you get on your horse so I can get the fucking reward? Thank you. Get out of my way. Let's go to bed. What a productive day. So we have done 3 of the 8 here. No. Yeah. Yeah, we've done 3. What's the time? Right. We made it 7 a.m. Cam location changed? I just moved it up. I just angled it a bit.
How do you do?
A gamer drink, you're such an unk. You used the word unk. That is
My fault, sir.
a travesty in itself. Yeah, the actual camera hasn't changed.
So gracious you ain't, friend.
It's dinner time. What are you having, Harry? Enjoy, whatever it is.
I got me a trigger in.
Oh, really? Farewell. A man like you needs a woman like me.
This whole organization.
Never heard unk before. It's what all the these kids say nowadays.
I can't wait for my new pocket watch to arrive.
This girl I talk to, she's 19, and she tells me I'm an old man sometimes. Is that how you feel day to day?
Something odd about that Jeb Murphy.
Aren't you like 23? Turned 21 a month ago, you cheeky fuck.
Watch
21 and talking to a 19-year-old, that's fine. 23, that started getting kind of sus, you know? What's wrong with talking to a 19-year-old? Yeah, for Silk, that's the max he's willing to go. Silk will not go any older than 19.
Hey,
He's putting one out! The crazy thing is, Silk's 45. He's not really. He was born in 1991, so he's like 35.
Look what slithered into town. How you doing? Teddy Roosevelt.
I'm in my 30s and would still bang. If she's old enough for OnlyFans, she's old enough for you. Crazy. What do you mean I'm almost as old as him? I'm just not. And yeah, I done the math, but I just like, I like telling Silk that he's older than he is because it winds him up. Just as Seg does with me. The difference is that no matter how much Seg says it, I know I'm not old. Silk. Con, you're pushing 40. I'm just not. With a face like this? I'm 25 and anyone... Do you know what's crazy? Is someone born in 2005. 2005 is 20 years old. I remember 2005. That's not fair. Yeah, exactly. No one's born that late, man. I'm certain of it. Con looks barely older than 15. Thank you, Saucy.
Come on, come on.
I appreciate that. Most of their subs are older dudes, isn't it? So that, yeah. I don't. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to say, but it's sort of, it makes a difference if they're on OnlyFans compared to if they're not. And I don't mean like obviously it does, right? That's not a fucking crazy thing to say. But what I mean is, no, actually, I just don't think a 19-year-old's right either way, to be honest. 19 is so young, man. That's so Did I kill him? Fuck, I shot him in the foot, man. 19-year-old is so young. Not that crazy, mate. You were born in 04. Yeah, and you shouldn't be capable of having speaking in full sentences if you were born in 2004. Like, it doesn't make sense to my brain. I'm a 2000 boy, now I get called Unk. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mate, you remember when the internet was first invented? That's just like not true. Not true. I was very drunk at the time. It was my 30th birthday, so I don't remember it. Everton finished top 4 in 2005. Did they really? I didn't realize they were that good that recently. Obviously, 2005 was only like 2 years ago. Not gonna lie, Con, I think I need... Yes, you do need to stop calling us me Unc, because I'm like a year older than you. $80, by the way. Right, we've done Hanging Rock, we've done Mescalero, we've done Brittle Brush Straw and Rio. We are halfway through. I'm not Gramps! I'm not Gramps. I don't like this whole shoe is on the other foot thing that we're doing. I'm not a fan of it. Can we all go back to calling Silk old? Because I don't like it. Silk isn't even that old. You guys didn't get to enjoy the weird... Yeah! I had dial-up internet, of course!
Oh my, this has made my day. It is you, isn't it? You're the man who intervened, saving my friend from great distress and hurt. It'd be an honor to reward you on his behalf, if I may.
Sure.
I'm a man of small means. But no matter. Take your pick from the supplies I have. What's mine is yours.
Well, that's very kind of you, sir.
Yeah, I love dial-up. Well, I didn't love dial-up internet. I hated it, actually. It was really annoying, but... Yeah, I had dial-up internet. Of course I remember it. I'm that old. Dial-up internet was low-key a simpler time, though. Like, I do feel sorry for kids nowadays because, like... And I don't mean fucking Seg, right? Who's, like, 2 years younger than me. But, like, kids actually born nowadays, because everyone's like, they're iPad kids. They've got all this technology. It's not doing... They should just go outside. But equally, the outside is a toxic fucking place. I applied for a company. Turns out the main office is in London, and my interviews are done at London, so fucking 9 PM for you. That's brutal. Are you gonna put a poster out? 2 years, bro. I'm not 38. Why are you walking away? Don't walk away. Come this way. What are you doing? Why are you having a... What is he doing, bro?
Saints alive. You're looking good.
Ah, this guy's doing it. Nice. Well, Silk, so you say that, right? And I know it is sort of somewhat hyperbole, but also in some places the country's a lot more dangerous than it used to be. Not necessarily just, you know, fucking non-citizens. I know what your bloody thing is, but just the country as a whole is like fucking toxic, man. Mercer Station. Who remembers GTA San Andreas multiplayer? Like you had multiple server and had to call your friend on landline to tell them the lobby IP address. Low-key, I don't remember that. The only San Andreas multiplayer I remember was playing it co-op in person, and you'd not be able to, because the game couldn't, the console wasn't strong enough to like run 2 instances of the game. You weren't able to run too far away from your friend because the game couldn't the console couldn't generate it. So you had to stay within like 50 meters of your friend. You thought you... What happened in Birmingham, Seg?
Yeah!
Just being there? The environment here is toxic as fuck. People just cannot talk without using slurs.
Come on!
It feels like that. Like in this country is so divisive now. It's so sad, and I don't actually think it is. It's just that's the way it seems, and that's the atmosphere that it gives. I think most people are good people, no matter what your views on things are. I think most people are good.
Let's go!
But the problem is the world is how it. The world, how it's shown to you, i.e. online, is so toxic that you walk around feeling like that's what the whole world is, and I don't think it is true. You met Pink Pantheress, though? I did know that.
Yeah! Yeah!
I think bad people just say bad things to just say without bad intentions. I do agree with that to a certain degree. I also think there is, we're in, I mean, we've always been in this climate, but we're especially now in this climate where outrage sells. So that's all anyone displays. Does that make sense in terms of the media? Like, everyone is so angry. Not because that's how they really feel, but because they know that's what will sell papers. Wait. Did I kill him? I keep killing them by shooting them in the foot.
Let's go!
Saucy, I'm gonna delete your message because I can't have that. Bum 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 bum. On internet, people just hate everyone. Everyone hates everyone. That's exactly it. Yeah, I should stop shooting him with a repeater and shoot him with a pistol. I can't believe that actually got fucking through. What is the security on this chat anymore? Like, does Twitch just not care anymore? Like, with all due respect? Yeah, exactly. He dropped a dyslexic ginger. I can't have that in there. So I thought if I shoot them in the foot, even if it's with a repeater, they live. But apparently not. Yeah, do you know what, TTP? It's the same with consoles. You'll have these people, right, who are fighting to sort of,
Sorry, sir. My mistake.
to defend their console that they've spent money on and defend these multi-billion-dollar companies when ultimately it doesn't fucking matter. Bro, I'm not getting your horse again. If you... Oh. Alright, fine. I'll shoot this guy. Oh.
What have you got for me? I got your money back.
You're a real American.
iPhone power, clown emoji, Android power, Easter Island statues emoji type people.
Hey!
Yeah, I am an iPhone. But again, I don't defend... I've said it on here, right? I like iPhone because I've got a MacBook, right? And I've got AirPods. So, like, it works really well with those two devices in that. And I got a watch. They work really well together. If you don't have that shit, you absolutely should not buy an iPhone. Like, there is just no reason to buy an iPhone if you do not have that shit. You should go for a an Android, 100%. There's no benefit. Yeah, so you're 100% right. But the problem is tribalism has got into politics as well. And I think people ultimately forget, and I'm not saying I agree with anyone, right? I'm quite a leftist person, right? But I think people forget that ultimately everyone is trying to work out what's best for this country. They've just got different, and best for the world in a greater sense. They've just got different ideas of what needs to happen to make it happen. And I think people, like, get too bogged down in shit. And I also think people can't see the wood for the trees. But that's more at a certain group of people, I think. that I find just baffling. So, like, yeah, like your football example, people, you know, these football fans all hate each other, but ultimately they all love football. You know, and they want what's best for the sport. Like, we went out. This was during the Euro. Was it the Euros? Yeah, the Euros final, right? We went out, me and my family in Cardiff, and my dad, who's quite a traditional guy, right? He got so pissed off, like in a in a massive argument with a load of Welsh lads who were laughing at us losing the Euros final. And my dad he wouldn't take it. He was mouthing off at them, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, oh, I just find it so embarrassing. It's like, because I know if we were in that bar in Bristol, if we were in a bar in Bristol and there were a load of Welsh lads there watching Wales in the final and they lost, he'd be the first to fucking laugh. So I'm just like, what are we doing here? Just get over yourself. But I told him that as well, and he wasn't very happy, but I think he came around the next day when he hadn't had a drink. But football fans, man, wind me up. Yeah, suitably vague, yeah.
You know why I'm here, Perry?
I just, yeah, I don't agree with a lot of people in politics nowadays, and I find it a shame that generally politics is heading in that direction. I would have disconnected myself from the world because of the embarrassment. Man, I was close. Genuinely. But the thing is, when he's sober, he knew. He was like, yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. But, you know, he's the traditional guy. He just got heated in the moment when he'd had a drink.
I got you now.
The interface and all is so smooth, it works so well, but you know what? iPhone power, Android power. I also will say, the batteries in iPhones, I think, are shite.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Enjoy the ride.
I agree, Silk. I agree. But that goes both ways. That's why, that's another thing, like, people say stuff like that, and I don't disagree that it happens, 'cause of course it does. But it happens on both sides, and it's the two extremes of both sides. What people forget is that 80% of people fall in the middle. But it's the loud 10% on either side that are constantly on Twitter chatting utter shit, making either side look bad and making the world feel more toxic. But that's my opinion anyway. That's what I think.
Come on!
People on the internet don't understand the principle of criticism. It's not even criticism, it's of debate. People just can't appreciate that, you know, some people are going to have different opinions. And then also other people, fuck me.
Poor poker!
Other people can't appreciate that, you know, it's good to maybe realize that you've got something wrong, or that you've changed your mind, or actually take something, you know, get a better understanding of something. It's okay to admit, okay, do you know what? I hadn't thought of it like that. That's a good point. People nowadays are too, like, scared to admit when they've learned something. They see it as a weakness when it should be a strength, but...
Big mistake, hombre. Big.
Internet is full of emotional manipulation, using it to grasp a monkey. Yeah, but and that's exactly it. You've hit the nail on the head, TTP. You've hit the nail on the head. Because that's all it is. It's extreme headlines to grab our attention. People don't even bother to read the article underneath. They just retweet it with their own opinion, either positive or bad. And then that spews even more hate. I agree by to an extent, but I think it's been lopsided for a while, and it's just the and this just the reaction to that. The pendulum just swings. See, I don't think it's been lopsided. And the reason I say that is because I'd imagine we think it's lopsided in opposite ways. So that tells me it's not lopsided at all. We're just in our own echo chambers. You know what I mean?
That varmint just stole my horse.
Oh, I'm not getting your horse back, bro. I just can't be bothered. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know for sure, right?
Easy there, friend.
Obviously, I don't have your Twitter feed, and you don't have mine.
Bye. I'm trying to be a good boy, miss.
But all I can say is you go on Reddit, and there are loads of fucking toxic cunts on the left, right, who are having debates. We're getting more political than I wanted to now. Who are shouting down the throats of anyone who has any sort of opposing opinion to them, right? And that's on Reddit. And then you go on Twitter, and you've got a load of fucking cunts on the right who are jumping down the throats of anyone who's got an opposing opinion to them. So both sides are as bad as each other. I go to Reddit, and I'm a fascist. I go to Twitter, and I'm a communist. It's just that everyone's got, you know, there's no middle ground where 80% of people sit. That doesn't exist on the internet, and it's freaking ridiculous. But that's my rant about politics and on Twitter. Like all the shit that's come out about the EU UK deal today, man. Fucking insane. I find it ridiculous. I find it absolutely insane. Boom, boom, boom.
Are you alright, sir?
I have a hot take. Cheap internet in India has caused much problem. Like people who don't know shit, who are just dumb fucks, have access to internet. What do you think is going to happen? Reddit just looks good on surface. It's full of cunts inside. I do somewhat agree with that. I quite like Reddit if you stick in your communities. You know, like, you know, I'm in like some achievement hunting ones, and that seems quite wholesome. It's people posting when they get really hard achievements, and everyone's like really supportive. You go in the politics side of Reddit, and oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my god. It's fucking a cesspit. But then equally, you scroll on Twitter, and again, it's equally a fucking cesspit. Elon Musk tweeting every 15 minutes. Brexit stuff, yeah, we've announced that there's been a new trade deal between the UK and the EU, and all the media in the UK are up in arms about it because apparently we've what's the word? Like, undermined Brexit. As if the last fucking 10 years of Brexit being a catastrophic failure wasn't the thing that undermined it, but there we go. Apparently it's this trade deal. And by the way, they're mad about the fishing, right? And the fishing terms literally haven't changed. They're just keeping the status quo, and they're like, they're gonna take all our fishes. This $1 billion or £1 billion bloody market. Oh, let's ignore the £10 billion meat market that actually directly benefits from the trade deal. The £1 billion fishing market that we're mad at. Just, I find it fucking crazy. It's just insane. But There we go. There we go. You got me into politics now, guys. I shouldn't be here. This should be a wholesome fucking stream.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're going nowhere.
So you still want to trade with us? You don't want to be a part of us? I think a big issue, to be honest, is that you don't want us to be a part anymore, and I don't really blame you, to be honest.
Stop now.
You isn't gonna ride away.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Tommy, I know you.
Who is it, fella?
I'm gonna rip you out.
Whoa there. Come on, it ain't that bad.
You left us like a bad ex? Exactly. I don't blame you, man. I really don't.
All right, let's go.
Con, another internet issue. Politics should be wholesome and not fighty fight. It is there for community growth, but internet made it a battle. I think politics has always been a battle. I'm not going to sit here and say that the internet is the sole reason. I think a bigger reason is the media. So I think it's portrayed as a bigger battle than it actually is. And that then exacerbates people's feelings towards something, which pushes people further and further into the extremes. And then more and more people, you know, that what was once the 80% in the middle becomes the 70%. And then those noises get even louder. You know, and it just gets worse and worse. I think the media are the biggest issue. But equally, from the media's standpoint, in a free market, and I'm not, again, like, fucking gonna go on about how it shouldn't be a free market, because it should, but in a free market, they want to make as much money as possible, and ultimately, extreme headlines are the things that sell papers and get clicks on the internet. So can you blame them for, you know, being a bit hyperbolic? No, you can't. It's just the way the fucking world is, man.
You're gonna wish you never caught me.
What does it say there? I'm probably not happy with the deal as Brexit had huge potential in my opinion, but the bigger thing we should be annoyed about is that it's taken nearly a fucking decade to do any kind of deal.
Let's get going.
I don't agree that there is any time in which, and I used to, but in the last few years, I don't agree that there is a time or there is anything that Brexit could have, what am I trying to say? There is any way Brexit could have been done that would have been more beneficial to the UK than staying in the EU. I believe that. And I didn't used to. But that was me seeing what's happened, seeing the people in charge, seeing how the likes of Nigel Farage, Boris Johnson, the likes, lied to the country, in my opinion. In my opinion, they should be in prison. The fact that Nigel Farage has any following, I find criminal, and I find it even worse that two-tier Starmer, or whatever you'd want to call him, is just sat there happy for him to keep building momentum and not calling him out for what he is. Which is basically a political commentator. Like, he's akin to the bloody, yeah, I just find it insane. Insane. Funny how Europe say that to the UK but don't to the US. Sorry, what did they say to the UK? That was probably some rant that I had about 15 minutes ago. Indian Instagram is full of shits. Most of them are like 12 to 13-year-old kids talking shit about girls. Yeah, we have the same here, Saucy. We have the same here. Just like toxic masculinity. And then also you've got girls on like who scroll through Instagram and there's all these horrific videos saying that like you'll never be good enough. Like giving these poor kids like eating disorders and shit like that. It's fucking horrible, man. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Saucy. That side of social media also is a massive problem. Party Boris, yeah. My hot take is kids don't have any device that connects for them to the internet. I completely agree. The fact that it is allowed in schools, I find absolutely mental. I think there should be a nationwide ban on phones in schools. I find it absolutely insane that kids are allowed to go to schools with these.
Peacemaker boy.
Nigel does have a huge following. And do you know what? I don't necessarily blame people for following Nigel because at the end of the day, I think it's a similar scenario to what's happening in the US, is that our politicians are so fucking dry, so vapid, have zero emotion, and give zero inspiration, that people then hear Nige talk, and he's a very good public speaker. It's what he's best at. You know, he's probably can count on his one hand the amount of times he's been to his constituency. But he's on BBC every other day. He's best at rallying people, and that's what he's doing. Meanwhile, Keir Starmer is an absolute fucking trip. Kemi Badenoch is absolutely fucking useless, and she shouldn't even be showing her face in bloody the Houses of Parliament, considering the absolute shit show that her party left this country with. Like, so who do people go to? The Lib Dem leader, Ed Davey, comes across as a bit of a joke. Like, who do people go to? They go to Nige. When I was a kid, I had a phone. I used to play SimCity, build it on it with no access to the internet. Yeah. Andrew Tate is alive. He was in the US not long ago, wasn't he? He met with Trump, which is just insane. Tom, when is the Last of Us video coming? That is a great question, TTP. Let's change it to more upbeat conversation rather than like everything that's gone wrong with the world. The Last of Us video is being posted tomorrow at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I don't agree with that at all. What happened is shit government, not shit Brexit. So much is Brexit's fault when it isn't, and vice versa. The country was not only successful before 1975, it was the most successful at one point, lol. But end of the day, deals can be renegotiated, so it's not a huge worry. But making big government is easy. Taking away big government is very difficult, which is why people hate Brexit or Doge, but both are good things for me. Fine if you differ. I do differ, because I think correlation is not causation. I agree with the sentiment that the country was the best it has ever been at 1975, but I don't think that was necessarily anything to do with the EU. I think that was more just the way we dealt with public finances, the way we taxed people. And yeah, to be honest, mainly that. But the way we tax people now is a freaking joke, you know? The poor are left, not even the poor, but like the poor to people earning, I can't get up to them, 250k a year are the ones paying for the country, it feels like. And also, I've got, you know, I've got a big theory about immigration, and it's not like a new theory at all, but it is a theory because there's no way to prove it. But I feel like the people who benefit from immigration are the people who are telling you that it's the problem.
Had enough.
That's my opinion. Since we've left Brexit, we've had more immigration in this country than we ever had before. So I just think, you know, the Tories let more people into this country. Whether you see that as a bad or good thing, they let more people into this country than any government before them. And they were the ones that instituted Brexit.
I'll try to ride slow.
The point is, you don't need the EU to be successful, so just be successful on our own. The EU won't help us voting in crap governments every 5 years. Well, see, now, I agree with that sentiment. I do. But equally, you know, if someone's offering you a ladder, even if you can climb up on your own, why would you not use the ladder? And I do think we live in a different world than the 1970s now, and that you need some sort of some sort of mass multinational view on even indoor politics. But I do agree in that even if Brexit was undone tomorrow, that doesn't stop us voting in absolute shit governments. And at the end of the day, I think it's almost impossible for the public not to vote in absolute shit governments, because that's all we fucking have. Whoever we go with, it's an absolute shit show in this country. Like, that's the biggest issue. I can't say what I really think because of the Terrorism Act of 1985, but I'm not a big fan of our governments. But yeah, sorry, I've skipped everyone's because I went on a long mass. Yeah, Tate met Trump while he was going through his court case on sexual assault and human trafficking. He was invited to the White House, so that tells you about that. Most schools in India, kids don't have any device allowed. That's how it should be here. I've been using a dumb phone for a week. I've done more work in a week than a month, literally. 100% energy whole day. I just miss a few news stories here and there. That's the thing. I wish I could do it. I mean, I can do it.
Slow down.
Man, the amount of times I just reach... Like, if a system at work is taking more than 2 seconds to load, I reach for my fucking phone. It's so bad. It's so bad. Sweden actually taking less than you usually do. What, since joining the EU? That would be a hypothesis, yeah. Yeah, a hypothesis is a good way to pull it, to be fair.
What are you doing to that woman?
Immigration is a very complex topic. It is. And I do believe that we need a level of immigration in order to sustain the country, especially a country that's,
Stay away from men like that.
you know, got such a mass declining birth rate. However, I also do agree that we have a country whose land mass, I think, is like 1/30th the size of the US, something crazy like that. And we've got 1/6 of the population. So that's a lot in a small area. I see both points. I don't know what the answer is. But... Is this Rattlesnake Hollow? Oh no, this is Hanging Rock. We've already done this. Alright, we've done all of the New Alston ones. We'll go do this one. But we've already done this one, so I think we're done. Sweden is on track to have the lowest number of asylum seekers since '97, and for the first time in over 50 years, Sweden has net emigration. Yeah. Couldn't disagree more. There's more countries today than there ever has been, and I think that trend should continue. China, Russia, USA, Canada, etc. All countries have become many smaller ones. It minimizes power and enhances freedom. See, do you know what? I had your viewpoint in 2016. looking at the world now, I don't agree anymore. I won't get stuck into it again. So I appreciate this has been a very political. I've enjoyed it. To be quite clear, I enjoy having these debates. But it has been a very politics-heavy stream. But yeah, I don't believe that us having a trade deal or even being in the EU limits us. I believe it makes us a stronger entity to be able to negotiate with those other countries. Sure, we have to do it with the EU, but we're stronger as one with them than we are on our own.
Wherever you're going.
Come on now, let's put our differences aside and have a drink.
In my opinion. But I said I wouldn't talk about it, and then I did. In India, 46% of politicians have sexual... That's crazy. That's so fucking horrible. The amount of that shit that happens in India is actually horrific.
You really don't want to be doing this. I'll beg of you.
Like, you hear it. You hear about these, like... And we only hear about these cases, right, in the UK because they're British people. But you hear about these cases of, like, these British girls, especially, who go traveling through, like, rural India. And, like, man, the gangs and shit that you have there is fucking horrible.
My gang gonna have the final word on this.
Don't drop. I'm getting educated. I've liked the debate. I've enjoyed this, low-key. I know I said, you know, we can drop it, but I've enjoyed it. I think it's been quite a wholesome debate. No one's called each other cunts yet, which, you know, if this was happening on Twitter or Reddit, we wouldn't have made it 10% of the way through this.
Found that good piece of dirt.
Sweden is double the size of the UK, and we got 11 million population. What's our population now? Is it 40 something? UK population. 68. Jesus Christ, it's so much more. 68.35 million. It is crazy. And again, there was 700k net migration last year, and that was like, you know, that was post-Brexit. Call you a cunt so often, there's no need. Yeah, it's just implied. At this point, it's just implied. Right, we need to go to Plata Grande, or just Escalera, I guess, actually. Let's go to Escalera. Here we won't get emotional manipulated on UK being separated, so we don't get to know about that news. What, as in on Brexit, or like on Travelers? Gang's almost finished. Now used to be really popular in 2000s. Like we used to, that's crazy. That's crazy. My father in the police has worked in ending many of those gangs. That's sick. Fair play to him. All right, let's save the game here. Bum, 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 bum. By the way, Saucy, how do you play the 5-finger fillet on this? Because I kept stabbing myself in the finger earlier. And I was doing it right, I swear. Rhythmic 111. I just kept stabbing myself in the fucking finger, man.
Sorry. Don't know what's wrong with me today.
Jeez, that's horrible, man. That's actually horrible, Saucy. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Where's the freaking... Where are bounties put up in a... I don't actually know. This is the jail, right? They put up here. Oh, here we go. He's doing it. I reckon he's doing it. Watch. Yes, sir. Ba-na-na-na-na. Sorry, fella. Celestino Hadelela. Ojo del Diablo. Where's that to, then? That is fucking miles away. Saucy lives in the gangest part area in the country. Jesus. Well, then, if anyone's a good, if anyone's able to say that the gang situation is getting better, then it's him. To be fair. Have I bought all the property now? Are there any property here that I need to buy? Bought. I think I bought them all, yeah? Oh, I've got to buy the one in Thieves Landing, apparently. Your Miss Duality, I live in Mumbai. So what's... again, I don't want to get back into politics, but what's like the political... I know they all sound like absolute rapist assholes, but what's the political situation like in India? In terms of like... Is it quite right-wing, left-wing? I have no idea. The Prime Minister in this country is fucking uneducated. True. Wait, I asked about India, not the UK. Wait, what?
Come on!
He used to be a tea seller. Is that the case? Well, do you know our Prime Minister's dad used to be a, what was it? A wood maker? Well, Silk probably remembers what the fucking... He might remember what the quote was. Fucking woodworker or some shit. So the sun is good at building a nation, building up the nation. That's so true, actually. When you put it like that, it makes so much sense.
I'm sorry, mister.
He gets votes on the basis of religion. That's sad. I mean, like, it's a very religious country still, right? No, Kier's dad. He said in an interview, and he was trying to like seem relatable. So he wanted to seem like he came from a down-to-earth family, even though he went to Eton like they all do. And he was like, "Oh, my dad was a woodworker." Like, oh, okay. Cool story, bro. You still went to Eton, man. That's the, you know, you weren't exactly struggling to put money on the table.
Enjoy the ride.
He acts like the Messiah. I'm gonna save your religion. Yeah. What I mean by that is actual life experience, not the usual twats. I completely agree.
Work your damn neck.
But it just, yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like the usual twats are all we are going to get until there's a hard reset on how we run politics in this country.
Glad for your help. I hate doing this trabajo.
Find a niece, get a lot of people to hate each other, and give you the power.
Yeah! Hey, amigo, you want wanna make some money?
No thanks. I've got plenty of money. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's areas of London where there's a large Muslim population. Because most Indian people in India are uneducated, so they can do anything for their religion. Yeah, that's what they use to guide their life decisions, is their religion. It's just a shame that it's such an emotive subject that they're able to run on. Do you know what I mean? Because that just at that point the population doesn't even have a choice in their eyes, because it's like, well, if I don't vote for this guy, then I don't get into heaven. Nah, Saucy, everyone's free to put in their thoughts. You're all good. You know, as long as they're not hateful thoughts, which I don't think anyone's have been, then you're good. UK politician copying from here and using religion to get the vote. I mean, I don't know the MPs in particular because they didn't run in any constituency that I vote in. So I don't know whether they actively use religion. But I'd imagine if they're running in, you know, areas with a large Muslim population, it probably didn't hurt.
Yeah.
How far away am I from this place, by the way? I cannot be bothered to run all that way.
That's my fault. Easy there.
See, so I don't necessarily disagree with that sentiment. What I just have the opinion of is that Brexit was, or I disagree with,
Let's go.
is that Brexit could have fixed that. I think Brexit has been, and like the governments that have come in since have been a cause of that. And again, I think it's because they like people blaming religion, because then it stops them looking at them as the reason why this country is falling apart.
Not bad for a youngster.
Did I say religion? I meant immigration. I don't even know what I'm saying, so I was concentrating on shooting heads. You want to throw it? Okay.
Woo, I'm getting good at this. See? Isn't this fun?
UK, what like top two parties, on what basis? Like they make people hate each other? Well, arguably the two top parties at the moment are Labour and Reform.
I'm gonna break my back.
But historically, the top two parties have been Labour and the Conservatives.
That was close. We're going on a little hero's journey.
Yeah, I blame the governments too, but without Brexit, it wasn't allowed.
Let's go!
Without Brexit, it wasn't allowed. The free movement of people was a prerequisite of the EU, and it made it harder for getting talent from other nations. What do you mean, but without Brexit, it wasn't allowed? No, I just don't understand the, I've got to go so fucking far, man. Because, like, pre-Brexit, right, we did have net immigration, just like we have now. But it was, at least I don't know the stats of this, but it was predominantly from EU countries, I believe. Whereas now, we have even higher net immigration since leaving the EU, but it's from poorer, less educated countries, which I believe puts the UK in a weaker position than it was with the EU there. How can you control your border if you allow free movement of people? That's a contradiction, right? Yeah, but it's a free movement of people from European Union nations. Where right now it feels like we've got free movement of power from anyone who isn't in the EU. And I just think I know which I prefer. And again, I'm not saying that, you know, that's a governmental issue, right? That's not necessarily a Brexit thing. You know, they were like, oh, now we're out of the EU, everyone fucking can come in. Everyone in the world can come in. I do get that. But ultimately, it's the governments that pushed through Brexit that caused this issue. It's the Boris Johnsons. It's the, I was going to say Rishi Sunak, but he's fucking didn't do anything really. Mainly Bojo, to be honest. And then I just think the problem will get even worse if fucking, God forbid, Nigel Farage gets in, because I think he should be behind a cell. 1 hour today, let's go, Saucy!
Let's go! Let's go!
We have bigger immigration since Brexit in order to anger the people into voting back in?
Yeah!
Who's been in power since Brexit? It's mostly been Brexiteers. We had David Cameron left. Then we had Theresa May, who wasn't a Brexiteer. She brought in the Brexit deal, which was nothing to do with immigration. And then since then, it's been pretty much Brexiteers, unless there's someone I'm forgetting. And that's when all the net migration. Why would they want people to vote back in? But I don't care what people come from. I just want it to be under 20k a year, not hundreds of thousands. It's been this way since 98. Okay, that's fine. But my opinion, just as you've got opinion saying you think they're letting people in to vote people back into Brexit, I think they're letting people in. So the general population are going, oh, I hate those immigrants, and not looking at the fact that the what's the word? Difference between the poorest in this country and the wealthiest in this country are at levels that have never been seen. The Tories never wanted it. They've liked Bojo literally was in the Brexit party, bro. And he led the Tories for 3 years. Am I crazy? I know that wasn't... I know he, like, ultimately, you know, there's a party behind him. But but he was the leader of the party and had the most support. Liz Truss was the same. Liz Truss wanted Brexit. She was pro-Brexit. Like I say, I do agree. I do agree that I think this migration has been allowed to happen. But I think it's for a different reason that you say. You think it's because they want people to get them back into Brexit. I think it's because they want people to look at these immigrants who have come in and say, you're the reason our country's falling apart. And not the fact that, you know, the wealthiest in this country are making now 1,000 times, 10,000 times what the fucking poorest are. And again, that goes back to your statement in like 1975, this country was probably at the best it's ever been. That's also when the richest in society were taxed the most. And that's where I think it comes down to. We need more equal sharing of the wealth. We need to bring the poorer up. I don't care about the wealth gap. I think it's nonsense. What I care about is culture. I think that's crazy. I think that's absolutely crazy, personally. You're like shouting at in my head, that's shouting at a poor immigrant who's come to this country, and I'm not saying poor as in, oh, feel sorry. I mean, like, he's got no money. He's come to this country to try and get a better life, and you're shouting at him, right, because you can't get a hospital appointment. Meanwhile, people here can't afford housing, can't afford food on the table, paying exorbitant rates to landlords and things like that because all the property is being sucked up by the wealthy 1%. You know, there are people who make more on dividends than you will see in your life. I cannot see how that wouldn't wind you up. Because it winds me up. How is that fair? That's just money sitting in their account. People born into wealth that they didn't earn, but they just get a better life than us because of it. Yeah. Yeah, the wealthy don't even pay taxes here in the States. I think we're not as bad as the States, especially since the Orange Man's got involved. Did I kill him? Shit. But yeah, we definitely have massive wealth gap in this country. Most of those issues aren't because of the gap, they are. Trust me, a lot of the issues. How is? I agree immigration is an issue, but I also don't know how you can look at these companies who own hundreds and hundreds of property, right, set the rate for which they charge the property, prevent anyone from being able to buy them, and say, oh, but that's not an issue, that's just the free market. I don't agree with that. I think people should be able... I don't think people should own more than 3 houses. I think it's ridiculous to need more than 3 houses. You don't need them. If you and your neighbor are the same level of wealth, your neighbor wins the Euro Millions. Have you become poorer? No, but if my neighbor then buys out every property in the area with his Euro Millions, including mine, and then sets the rent for £1,250 a week that I can't afford, then I am poorer.
Bien hecho, güero. You are good work.
I'm not even making this about immigration, by the way. No, but your opinion is that immigration is the bigger issue over the wealth gap, and that's where I disagree. I think they're both issues, for the record, but I think immigration is allowed to be such a big issue in order to take the eyes off of the wealth gap. I genuinely believe that. is the case. That's why you have the richest in society shouting the most about immigrants on Twitter and stuff. I'm sorry, I might side with on wealth gap being an issue because of the rich. Oh, not side. I also feel like the rich man's issue there isn't a thing to put the money into. No, ultimately, if I have, right, let's say I win the Euro Millions today. What is the Euro Millions, right? What's the Euro Millions amount? 140 million. So if I win 140 million, right? I put that even in not even a stocks and shares ISA or something, in a cash ISA, and just live off the 5% each year that cash ISA will give me. 140 million times 0.05. I'd be living on, is that £7 million a year? And I wouldn't be spending anything. I'd be living on £7 million, not working a single day, not adding anything to society other than the £7 million. I'll give you that. That goes in the economy. And I wouldn't be losing any money. And then that 140 million would go to my kids. And then they, don't have to work a day in their lives. So then it goes down to their grandkids, because they're not going to spend the whole 140 unless they're fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean? And then that just... But people don't want to... The people in those positions don't want to get taxed. I'm sorry. What happened? Oh my god. I don't know what happened there. Did I get on the wrong horse? I think I got on my horse, right? I don't understand what happened there. I just suddenly started getting shot at, and now the police are after me. On an important note, 8 minutes to 48 hours. Let's frickin' go.
Come on, you dumb bastard!
Fair enough, laws can fix rich people, but you can't fix a society that has given away its cultures and traditions.
Let's go! Whoa.
I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Let's get going!
I don't fully agree that the country's given away its cultures and traditions, but I do appreciate you go to some areas of the country and it feels like it. That's for sure. And again, like, you fix this issue. I do think it fixes immigration and it, like, going forward, but it doesn't fix the migration that's already happened. Yeah, I agree. You're the £7 million that you spend a year, TTP, will of course go into the economy and create jobs and stuff. But ultimately, it doesn't help as much as having £7 million worth of income going into that many people. Does that make sense? Like, £7 million worth of work being done. I hope that makes sense. I can't word it well enough. Since the entire subsections of cities have been converted into different places in the major cities, the natives of the nation are the minority. You wonder why some towns are voting in migrants based on religions and stuff. In certain areas, for sure. Not in whole cities are they the minority, but it definitely in certain... Well, actually, one city, they very well might be, actually. But definitely in some areas. That's for sure. But again, it's been allowed to happen, man.
I've come to clear my record.
I gotta go have some studying to do. No worries, Saucy. I appreciate you coming in and adding to the debate, man. It's been good fun. I have enjoyed this chat. So you ain't gonna be a politician, then I gotta be a tea seller. Oh yeah, no, I get that. I get that the percentages have changed in all major cities, 100%. I don't think we're at the point where the natives are the minority in, like, the city as a whole. But like you say, you go to East Ham in London, and, yeah, it can feel that way. I do get that. I'm not blind to those facts. Some things which you might want to apply to the rich, I won't agree with. The idea that high taxes will work is just silly, for example. Why? Because they'll go elsewhere? Is that your... They'll just leave? I can't be bothered with the steal the horse thing, to be honest. I'm just waiting for this fucking... Oh, he's putting one up. Sweet. Cesar Higueras. Cesar Higueras. Nesapulcro. Oh, okay. That might be a bit far, actually. Yes, it has happened every time it's been tried. And are you planning to repossess their property? You can't repossess property. That's literally a violation of their rights at that point. I don't agree with the idea of repossessing their property. They did absolutely nothing wrong in buying the property. It was their right at the time. They had the money. They had the access to do it. Why wouldn't they do it? It's a government and societal failing that they had the ability to do so, but... why you want to punish someone for being rich? I don't even think it's necessarily a punishment. It's more like... I do get, right, that people are going to leave if there's, like, some sort of, wealth tax or at least they're going to base their operations. But what I say, then, is any income you earn from your UK assets, you should pay the higher level of tax if you're based overseas. If you're based in the UK, then it will just be like, you know, a wealth tax over £10 million. Like, I don't think... You pay a wealth tax of 20% on £10 million. That's £2 million. You still have £8 million in assets. Let's say you even pay a wealth tax of 2%, right? And you keep that then in a cash ISA, your money's still making 3% a year. And 3% a year of £10 million is fucking 300 grand. For doing nothing, for just sitting there. It's not about punishing the rich. It's about acknowledging that the rich have more means than anyone else. And I do believe, this is going to sound fucking corny, right? But I do believe those who have the means should pay more to make up for those who don't.
My God. Mira cómo me tienes atado. No soy peligroso.
Poor people see tax as burden. Rich people see tax as challenge. You can't cuff them with taxes. Yeah, I do agree with that. Especially when they're willing to spend, you know, if they're going to pay £2 million on taxes, then if they spend £1 million on a fucking accountant, then that's a £1 million accountant doing whatever they can to get them out of taxes. And they save money. Where's my horse, bro? Surely taxes should be set to gain the most tax revenue, right? I agree. But how do you... and this is a genuine question. How do you agree how is the Laffer curve calculated? How do they gauge where that's at? Because it feels right now like they're punishing the people that's got no choice. And that's what I don't like. Because, like, TTP says, why should you punish the rich? Because they can afford it. Right now, it seems like we're punishing the poor who can't. Everyone, the rich is already paying 4% to inflation. Everyone's paying 4% to inflation. You think the poor don't have to pay inflation? You know what I mean? Let's say you tax people who own loads of houses to rent out. What will they do then? Raise the rent again?
Let's go!
See, now I'd argue if you're doing it as a wealth tax, they're more likely to sell the property, which is, I think, what we want as a country. Than raise the rent. Because if you tax them based on how much assets they have, not how much income they bring in, right? They will be, it would be in their interest to reduce the amount of assets they have and therefore sell property. And that will reduce the property price in the country, which once again, everyone in government doesn't want that to happen. There is not a single person currently in government who wants property prices to go down. Because they all own fucking 6 of them. Why would they do their best to make property prices go down? But it needs to happen in this country, unfortunately. And I feel bad for people who've just bought a new house if it happens, but it's gotta happen. A 2-bed house in Bristol should not be 350, 400k, man. When the median wage in this country is 35, 40k.
Come on!
Con, I totally understand what you feel. It's purely a community feel that one should support their other, rich should help the poor. But no one becoming rich by being a society man. Riches are made by narcissism. We have to make rich somehow feel spending money is beneficial and value-inducing. Find ways to make it look good for rich to invest in poor. Celebrate when a billionaire spends millions and gives 10,000 people a job and 1,000 people education. I agree, TTP, but I don't think every rich person got rich by being a narcissistic asshole. I think there are people out there that want to do right by society. But who decides all this? Who decides the value of these assets? The market. The market, as in the value of property, you mean? Because you are right, it's the market, but the market's not necessarily dictated by the demand of the people who are going to use the property. It's by the demand of the investors. In my opinion, every left-wing argument is based on a fundamental lack of belief in freedom and property rights. What about a wealth tax is encroaching in freedom and property rights? I'm not saying they have to sell their property. I'm saying they get taxed based on their assets. If they then choose to sell their property because they pay less tax, that's fine. That's on them. Why is someone else's right to own 100 properties more important than my right to own 1? They'll buy property somewhere else? Cool. And do you know what? They won't have to pay taxes on that asset. That's fine. Inflate someone else's house prices. Housing especially does not, there is no, other than property managers, which the fact that that's even a job, the fact that there are people that own enough property that they have to actively be managed day to day is insane, right? Property is like almost a net negative on the economy because there are no jobs in it. You know, if you own a property,
Just a quick look.
you don't have to hire anybody. You're not giving back to the economy. You're just taking money from someone else's pocket and putting it in your own. And I'm not saying renting is necessarily a bad thing. We need renting because that's the only way a lot of people are able to move out, right? But the rental market is ridiculous in this country.
Easy now.
It is absolutely
Caught up with
ridiculous.
him. Here's the money he stole.
Maravilloso, señor. Keep this at you.
That won't cause deflation here.
Let's go. Let's go.
I think it will. It'll cause a property price deflation. If rich people are selling their property and taking their buying property elsewhere, it'd cause deflation here. Yeah, and it's the same problem with the farmers. And it's basically a land grab. You're judging their land to be worth a huge amount, but fathers. See, now that I completely agree with. I watched that Clarkson's Farm, right? And in the first season, he made, what was it, like $27 of profit? And now they want these farmers to pay millions of pounds worth of inheritance tax because that's what their land is valued as. However, what I will say, that is true to family farmers. But there's also these industrial farmers that own dozens and dozens of farms, right? And for too long have got away fairly unpunished from their bloody that are at that point profitable, right? Because they're more efficient. They buy they use economies of scale to buy a lot of their seed and animals, so it's much more profitable for them. And they get away with like almost zero taxes because a lot of their wealth is tied up in the value of the land. But I fully agree. Family farmers, people who own one farm, they've been absolutely fucked over. It's absolutely horrific. If the profit... Hi, Bex. How are you doing? Bex, since you've left, honestly, it's been a mess. We've just been talking politics the last 2 hours. I've actually enjoyed it, low-key, but... I hope you're good. I'm happy to be on the TV. If the property decrease, the money also goes. Low cost of land and low cost of money is the same. Property price and salary will decrease.
Yeah.
I don't think a decrease in the cost of property will lead to a decrease in people's general salary.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ready to talk Beaver again. That's what we like to hear. But the value of land fluctuates, and who decides its value? It's all the same problem. But you could say that about, like, it's not as if inheritance tax didn't exist before. It'd be the same process that's always been there. And you're right, the land value does fluctuate, but recently it hasn't really fluctuated as much as it's just risen. Hello, Saucy, welcome back. Ready to talk Beaver again? I'm making tea. I'm always happy to talk Beaver with you, Bex. You know this. I hate inheritance tax too. I don't hate inheritance tax. I don't see, like, at the end of the day, money dictates this society. I don't see why someone who was born into extreme wealth deserves better than, you know, any other child. Just because they got lucky in the sperm lottery. That's just my opinion. I understand their parents work for that. They want to do what's best for their child. If I was that parent, I would think the exact same thing. I think it's fucking cruel and unfair that the government are taking my money. And I'd want to do anything I can to make sure my kids get it. But equally, from a society perspective, why is that kid... Oh, I fucking killed the target again. Why is that kid more deserving of the money than any other kid? He's already guaranteed, like, a better life than the fucking 90% because he's got the connections or the means, the upbringing of his parents. Why would you then give him the money as well? Hello, SK. SK, we are on some topics tonight, my friend. I want to be a politician. How can I study? You don't. That usually works. There's a sperm lottery? How do I enter? How much sperm can I get from my one ticket? You got lucky in the sperm lottery? Bex. Start. Yeah, SK, give us your hottest political take. Like, do you think you won in the sperm lottery? Because honestly, I do. No one won quite like you.
Work you there, Nag.
It's the choice of the person who owns it. This is why I say it's a lack of freedom and a lack of rights. Or property rights. I agree.
Somebody taught me well.
Generally, that's how I'd like it to be.
Yeah. Let's go.
But ultimately, society is more important than one family. But not to the people in that family. That's why you need to take emotion out of it. How much shit is little enough shit on the paper to stop wiping? I don't know. I just stop wiping when my ass hurts. Like if everyone sat down and did what they thought was best, right? For not just their family but everyone, then I'd agree. But ultimately, people don't, and I don't blame them for that because I wouldn't either. But that's why you need a fucking government to come in and say, nah, do you know what? You can have half of the money that you've earned, that your parents have earned. We're taking the other half and we're going to support some low-income families. Sorry, it's just what we're going to do. We're going to be cunts about it, okay? We're going to support some low-income families. Now, another debate that I also often get onto is, do I trust the government to spend any of the money they make wisely? Absolutely fucking not. But that's the world we live in. Con would come first in the sperm lottery. I'd come first and last. Because I would come so quickly that I'd be able to come again by the time other people finish. Okay, how much blood is too much blood? Hey, when the river's red, take the dirt track instead.
Bien hecho, güero. You are good work.
Just like the intermediate tire. Remove universal suffrage. I just saw that, Silk. That's hilarious. Remove universal suffrage. I would trust the chimp to be more financially responsible than me. Honestly, you probably wouldn't be in bad hands if you did that. And I work for a bank. That's worrying, isn't it? I don't know how many we've done in Mexico, by the way. That's not a joke, by the way. Oh, but it's not about women. Okay. I won't get into it then, unless you want to. But yeah. I thought it was just a joke about women. So I was wrong on both points. Is it a sperm bank? No, I wish. I'd actually know what I'm doing then. Ramiro de la Torre. How many of these have I done? Can you see? How many bounties have I done? I've done one extra one. Is it in here? Is it in general? How is it not in here? Okay, it's actually not. That's crazy. I've killed 88 horses, by the way. I wouldn't be surprised if you get paid to have a wank all day. I get paid to do wank all day. No, that's not actually true. If I had my one-to-one... I hate when the horse just runs away from you, man. How about if you're a billionaire, every single year you got to play Minecraft. If you speedrun in 1 hour, no tax, if not double tax. I'm all down for that. I'm fully down for that. Considering most billionaires are like fucking over 60 as well. I'm so down for that. Though, did you not know Elon Musk is a god gamer? So he'd be able to he'd be able to do it. What was that game that he said he played where he hadn't? It's funny to say it like that because people assume women, but no, essentially it's anti-pleb and anti-so-called expert. I think you should have to earn the right to such privileges. It's anti-pleb and anti-expert. So you're saying you're anti-expert because you believe you should earn the right to be called an expert. Is that right? People are just fucking out here, by the way. Is that 88 hours from 0%? Yeah, from 0%, not from the full 48. The full 48 is probably closer to 200, okay.
This is too easy. This is turning out to be a bad day for you.
Or take no tax, full stop. Also no wages either. Property is theft. I'm homeless, but so is everyone else. Do you know what? That's communism in action. No one has anything.
You'll enjoy this, I promise. Work your damn neck.
Silk's there. Stop it, you're giving me a semi.
Go! Let's go!
I think Churchill once said the biggest argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. He did say that, and that is still a banger line. And true. I can't remember who it was, and I can't remember the exact quote, but someone else also said that capitalism is an awful system, and it doesn't work. But it's better than all the others, so we have to live with it. There's something like that. I'll look it up. Capitalism. Oh no, it's just a full load of people fucking on Reddit. I can't find the quote. Oh my god. Oh no, no, my page is just full of fucking communist memes. Fuck's sake. You should have a disclosure at the beginning of your stream. Horses were harmed in the production of this stream. Yeah, but not this stream. Yeah, I don't think I've killed a horse yet. This stream, so we're fine. How much would it cost for me to run for Plymouth Mayor if it comes around? I'd vote for you. Am I allowed to vote for Plymouth Mayor? Was that Thatcher? Fucking don't get me started on Thatcher. Either the left more than the right has this belief. Oh, I hate the start of that sentence, but has this belief that we should allow experts to decide everything, yet they get things wrong all the time. And who decides they're experts in the first place? It's nonsense. Just let people earn it. Earn what?
Stop now.
Earn being the expert. But then that's your point. Who gauges at what point they're an expert? You know. How many years working in a hedge fund do you have to do to become an economics expert? Can you even become an economics expert just from working in a hedge fund? Am I an economics expert because I work for a bank? Do you know what I mean? How do you earn the title? That's just so old hat. Honestly, who even has straw wall roofs anymore? That's so true. There are a lot of straw roofs where I'm from. From Somerset. There are loads of straw roofs. Come on, put one on up there. I've seen a lot of players who struggle with their lefts and rights. Hot take, people shouldn't not be needed to be left or right. You can be both or neither. No one is 100% perfect. True, and I think like 80% of people, like I said this at the start of the stream, 80% of people fall in the middle. I hate the argument that you're either left or right, and this, you know, like tribal, oh, the left are always like this, oh, the right are always like this. Like, fucking, you know, like as I said earlier, I go on Reddit and I'm a fascist. I go on Twitter and I'm a communist. What's left to some people is right to others. So what even is the left wing? What even is the right wing? You know? If you're an active racist, are you right wing? Or if you're just someone who thinks, well, there are actually a lot of people in this country, and I don't, you know, hate other people, but we need to be able to support the population we have before we let more people in. Are they also right wing? Those are two very different arguments. But both would be deemed right wing and put in the racist bucket. And that's what I hate. The right to vote on the future of the nation. If you aren't willing to give a part of your life to it and aren't willing to take responsibility when you are wrong, then you don't get to decide on the future. So that's interesting, Silks. You said that, but equally, do you not then believe the same when you talk about like a wealth tax and people and the rich leaving? Because then my argument would be, well, if they're not willing to pay the taxes required to sustain this nation, then, you know, you don't get a right to work in this nation or decide on the future of this nation. Vote Silk if Silk thinks you're worthy of being allowed to vote for him. I want to be in the middle of your arms, Con. TTP. You're such a charmer. You really are. You're such a charmer. Hope I haven't misspelled that. I didn't even see that. It's a failed dichotomy. Is it dichotomy? That is the word, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to spell that low-key, to be honest. Dichotomy. Dichotomy. Back off, TTP. We've explained it yourself there. If you don't pay taxes, you either leave or go to prison. Yeah. Is that not crazy? You've got the choice to leave. If you don't want to pay taxes in this country, that's fine. You're more than welcome to go. What? If you want to stay in this country and not pay taxes, that's not an option, I'm afraid. If I suddenly stop paying income tax, do you think that I'll just, you know, get away with it? You know, just as it's the country's right to charge you your taxes, it's your right to be able to leave. If you don't want to leave, that's fine. We respect that. But you've got to pay your taxes to help support the people in this country who can't afford to. We need more experience. I want a 95-year-old Prime Minister. Do you know who we need? Joe Biden. Let's get Joe Biden into office. I'm sure he'll last the 4 years. Pronounced dichotomy. Dichotomy. Okay, thanks. I'm sure he'll last the full term, the full 5 years even. Eight-year-old running the country of a 30-year-old based on the logic that is 200 years old. That is a great line. That is quality. But deciding on such wealth taxes would be the choice of those who have earned it. It's essentially a separation between citizens and civilians. Both have basic human rights, but the right to vote and other privileges should be to those who earn it. But deciding on such wealth taxes would be the choice of those who earned it. What does that mean? I feel like I feel like that's word salad. Deciding on such wealth, the government would decide on it. What do you mean they've earned it? Or do you mean like, oh, I think I'm getting what you mean. So you mean that you believe that the wealth tax, the payment of the wealth taxes should be decided on the billionaires and not the government? I believe that's what you're saying. Which would be great if they'd ever agree to it, but they never would. And the idea that oh shit, the idea that it's essentially a separation between citizens and civilians. Both have basic human rights, but the right to vote and other privileges should be to those who earn it. That seems more. Oh fuck! I haven't got any medicine. Shit. That seems like more of an argument for immigration than anything else. Am I crazy? Prime Minister should only be a 69-year-old. Biden just announced he had cancer yesterday. I know, that's what I was making a joke at. that guy's got like fucking tier 9 cancer, man. He's probably not lasting the year. They're like, send one up. It's sad news, but yeah, I still say give it to him. Yeah, Silk's a millennial. I feel like this is why we vote for MPs to vote on bills on our behalf. Yeah, whether they do that or not is another conversation. But yeah, you're right. That's probably what I'm doing.
Come on!
That's not what I'm saying? Oh, sorry. Like in Starship Troopers. I've never watched Starship Troopers. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, I'm going the right way. Okay. Just bugging out. So you're born, you have to meet XYZ criteria, do some national service, and be between the age of 30 and 70 in order to lead as vote. Are you saying that's what you want? I think Prime Minister should be 2 people, one 90-year-old and one 9-year-old. Between them, surely they've got to make the right decision. My political hot take, we should declare a Star War.
Let's go! Let's go!
God, that'd be sick. Imagine we could do Star Wars in real life. That would be sick, wouldn't it? There's nothing wrong in the Star Wars universe. Like that. Oh, I can't wait for the punchline. Oh, shit. That's what I'd like about the belief the voting age should be 30 from about 24.
Yeah!
70 seems high if you're going for Doctor Who the movie. Amazing. The punchline didn't disappoint. 70 being the max seems crazy when the minimum's 30. Like you're saying like I'd only be able to vote in the next election. Which is crazy because I held views more similar to yours when I was fucking 18. You'd be doing yourself out of a vote. Liverpool's 1-0. I haven't got the fucking game on. You can't force that on someone. Nice, Harry. Nice. How close am I to fucking doing all these now? Comrade's doing Diz's job, yeah. I appreciate it though. So I haven't got the game on. I genuinely thought Brighton would get something out of that. I mean, it's still early, right? Only 11 minutes in, but... Bum 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 bum. Here you go, sir. I had to kill so many people and a couple of horses, but we'll keep that between us. Liverpool resting... Well, yeah, I'm not sure they're resting Trent. But they're resting Trent, Robertson, VVD, and Diaz. I'm surprised Salah's even playing, to be honest. Why is Salah playing? With all due respect. Have we done all these yet? I genuinely don't know. When I left uni, you were far left, and yeah, I don't mind screwing yourself out of a vote. Yeah, I was only joking. I mean, ultimately, one vote isn't it? Yeah. But it would have to be from a certain year anyway. Like, this applies to people born from... Oh, like the cigarette ban that they were talking... Did they bring that in the end? I don't think they did. Where they were like... From the year... People from the year, like, born the year 2015 can't smoke, basically. Or it just gets progressively higher, and those people can never smoke. Salah's 2 goals from the Golden Boot. Honestly, I thought he was leading it. Is it Haaland who's leading it then? What's the time? Or Isak? Isak's gone off the boil though, isn't it? Oh, you mean the European Golden Boot? I apologize. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Salah was leading it. I'm in a church, motherfucker. We've given out hot takes. Now time for cold takes. Pepsi Max is better than Coke Zero. Speaking of, boys, I'm going to go get myself a Pepsi Max. BRB. Ow! Crack open a cold one for the boys. Now that is fucking good. Easiest take ever, straight facts. It's so true. I literally bought Pepsi Max. It tastes like chewing gum. Is Pepsi Max different in India? Oh, it's Diet Pepsi. Yeah, Diet Pepsi does. Yeah, Diet Pepsi's pretty bad. I prefer Diet Coke over Diet Pepsi. In my opinion, the vast majority of those under 30 lack the life experience, and those over 70, though some are still mentally capable, often out of touch with younger generations. So yeah, some younger will be boss and miss out. Some older will be boss and miss out. There's a solid 40 years worth of choice from those who have earned it. You don't. If you haven't earned it, you don't get it anyway. I'd argue, what life experience do you have at 30 that you don't have at 29?
Look out, officer.
Or even 25. $30 seems ridiculously high, personally. I could understand having the opinion of 21. Honestly, it's not an opinion I agree with.
Come here.
But I could understand someone sitting there saying, look, at 18, you're still a fucking kid. Because you are. At 18, I was a kid, right? 21? Okay. 30 is insane for me. Because, like, especially around things, and again, not to bring it back to this, but especially around things like Brexit, those are life-altering decisions that the 20 to 30-year-old crowd wouldn't be able to vote in. Even though they could have very informed opinions about it, as informed as anyone else, they wouldn't be able to vote just because of an arbitrary line. Yeah, I am being pedantic at 29 versus 30, because you can make the same argument at 17 versus 18, I get that. But I think that's insane, personally. 30. Again, not if you told me you wanted to lift the voting age to 21, I would be like, okay, again, disagree, but that's fine. 30, I find crazy. Go the other way, voting age is 8. But to enter the polling station, you've got to pass some code that kids wouldn't fit the shapes in the holes game. And you got to instinctively know your directional left versus right. Fuck. I'd be screwed. Not cracking one open for me or just cracking one off, Bex? You know, you can't see what my hands are doing down there. This is just a video that I'm playing. I prefer a different Coke, which not only has 0 calories, but 1,000 times energy. Nice. Have I done this one? I feel like we might be repeating at this point, but honestly, there's no way for me to tell.
Let's go. Let's go.
Pepsi Max does taste sweeter than Pepsi. I don't think we have done this one. Damn, I have no real ambition of making it to Silk's voting age.
Stop now.
And Jesus, 25 to 30, under current rules, it's the length of one election cycle.
I've come for you, Raoul.
What, are you saying that I'm being pedantic, saying between 25 and 30? For the record, if you'd said 25, I would have thought you'd been equally ridiculous. But, yeah, that's 2 elections that you possibly couldn't vote in. Have I done this one, Cons? Typical Friday night. And then it's usually followed by a, and it's still not worked. And you still want more.
Now keep quiet.
it's unfair for them to be coming here when I'm on a fucking horse.
Down they go!
Okay, I was very close to death. I need to buy some medicine. No worries, Saucy. Thanks for coming in, man. I was very close to death.
¿Qué estás haciendo? Déjame solo.
2 of my local councillors are under 30. Are they allowed to run still, despite not being able to vote?
Let's get going!
Soy un pobre borracho. No soy peligroso, déjame ya.
Yeah!
Run where? Run after their fridge. Away from this shithole neighborhood.
Che, gringo. Raúl, drink your blood like tequila.
Go! Let's go!
SK, are you streaming later? Or is Train Simulator put you off streaming? Why? Well, I was just gonna hang out until you start streaming, was all. But if not, don't worry. Unless you wanted to play a bit of PC, I could be convinced. Oh shit! Train Simulator. Yes. Let's go. It still hurts my ears. The ringing hasn't stopped. The ringing hasn't stopped.
Watch it! Ah!
Almost fell off the fucking cliff. That warning alarm turned out was entirely my own fault. Who would have thought? I totally thought it was an issue with the game. What were you doing wrong? Did you have a set? Did you have a thing on that automatically stopped your train whenever you were in Wales? Was that a setting you had on?
Come on!
I really need to buy some medicine now. Hello, Diz. How are you doing, man?
Salvador, happy you did my work, gringo. Gracias.
How much money do I have now? Oh, I have a cheeky $4,800. I have so much money, man. I'm good, thanks, Diz.
I don't wish to bother you, pero I was just robado.
Take care, sir.
We've been debating a lot of politics today, which has been fun. I know it doesn't sound fun the way I put it, but it genuinely has been enjoyable. Shopkeeper has been killed. He's been what? I'm devastated to miss this. Tax him now! I should be paying 80%. How come I have the right to walk around with $4,000 in my pocket when there's some people who have to work tirelessly?
Landon Ricketts, eat your heart out.
Please don't dive off the fucking thing. Oh my god, this might be a mistake. If this is how I die, I cry. Okay, we're good. Booked your flights today? That is... Oh, did he fall off? Oh my... Chat, do you hear a train? If a train comes for me now, I'm actually gonna Armadillo. That is sick. Out of interest, how much were the flights, Diz? Not that I'm encroaching. $5,000 in 1911 is worth 168 grand today. Man, I should be paying my taxes, bro. 168 grand? Tax 40% on that shit. But I'm still not under. I'm still under the wealth cap. In an actual real life note, I'm not sure I'm paid enough for being this goddamn sexy. I can tell you whatever you're paid, SK, it's not enough. Are you on the track? Oh, honestly, I'm probably just gonna leave you there. Sorry, bro. Honestly, I would come back for you. £702, you know, I don't think's too bad. Like, it's a lot. But post-COVID, trip to the US. Guys, do you hear a train begging for subs? Yeah, do you hear that, guys? Is that the sub train I hear? I gotta go fucking give it to this. I think he died, actually. Did he die? British Airways had a USA sale on, so... Oh, was he the shopkeeper that died? Oh, I get to just pocket his money then. Sick. Would maybe have been 200 more without. I still, well, yeah, 200 more. £900 would have been a fucking lot of money, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think £700 really that bad. Why do I feel like I've done this guy? Jorge Reynoso. Where are we going? Yeah, we're repeating now, guys.
Muy buenos días, mi amor.
Well, I'm probably going to be live another hour, SK, so let me know if you go live. I've got my horse is stuck in a fucking... Oh, this is a problem. If I quick travel there, it should be... I know it's not far away at all, but... Yeah, no, you're right. That's really good. That's really good. I like generally, I think just 700 quid just for the flights nowadays isn't too bad. I mean, I remember pre-COVID, though, you used to be able to go to the States for, like, anywhere on the East Coast, 400 quid return, man. Those were the days. Are you still over there? Oh, fuck me. Alright, I'll run there, you little fuck. I think every Prime Minister should win American Ninja. I think they should win... Is it Gladiators? Is that the show?
What are you doing?
I got attacked by a snake. Am I poisoned? Am I poisoned? I'm gonna steal you. I do apologize. Oh, I forgot about this.
You'll be fine.
I just assumed I'd be able to just ride it.
I got this one.
God, this has taken longer than it would take just to walk there, Loki.
On down.
If this horse chucks me off the fucking ledge, by the way.
Right now, sir.
Alright. Pull out your gun!
Run.
Wow, mate, it was literally up this hill. Are you kidding me?
Take that, boy.
would have been slightly cheaper if I'd seen my Irish relative first and used Aer Lingus from Dublin, but dates wasn't working out for that option. Oh, fair enough. No, it hasn't been updated, Silk. I'm gonna update it at the end of the bounties, so it should have a decent spike. We should be into the 80s. Is that the Windows wallpaper? Is that what you're saying? It's pretty cool. Obviously the in-game, not the in-game version, the real version probably. Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh well, I've only got 4 more. And then I've done all the bandit shit. Pretty fire, so it should be about an hour, which is good because I think that times it pretty well for when the Liverpool game ends. Not that I'm watching it, but. I'm not... Is Aer Lingus... Have you ever flown with Aer Lingus, Diz? I don't know why, but I always feel like they're quite ropey. I've never flown with them. I've never known anyone fly with them. But for some reason, I've always just thought... There's probably absolutely nothing wrong with them at all. But that's the way my brain works. What can I say? My brain just fucking doesn't like it. What do you mean? I'm outside the town, bro. Let me fast travel. Thank you. Right, 4 more to go. Aurora Basin, Bear Claw Camp, Nikoti Rock, and Tanner's Reach. Who the hell names their company Lingus? I don't know what Lingus means in Irish. Is it just a standard Irish name? Lingus does sound like a bit of an Irish name. What's the time? Oh, it's 5:30. If I change this to 4:30, will there be a fucking thing added to her? I assume this one is added here. Be here or here? Maybe on this station. Look out for an officer of the law. It's a family name founded by Connor. Wait. Am I really the first Lingus? I've got meds. I got meds. God, I couldn't see them then.
Idle chatter serves no one but the devil.
Hey, mister. Is there anything of yours? Hi there.
Alright, we'll save. Lingus is a slang for half of 69. Lingus is slang for half of 69? Oh. Wait, is that a me because it's me? Because, are you the other half? TTP?
Oh, hi.
Mr. Fortescue was born a woman in Ireland.
Whoa.
Alright, would you like to pull out here bounty hunter thing for me? Which half? I'm definitely the bottom half. I'd like to be the top, but can we just be honest with ourselves for a hot second? Hello, sir. You look like you wanted a duel. The gag was his name being Connor Lingus. As in Cunnilingus. Alright. You were on such a good run there, SK. It was a run for the ages. As in the sex. Yeah. Yeah. You're on but it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, they can't all be hits. Where is he gone? Is he putting it inside? Oh, he is. Okay.
looking fit.
Okay, that was weird. $240 alive, by the way. We want to get this one alive. Bear Claw Camp. Let's go. They can if the audience isn't thick as shit. Man, like, even you explaining it took like 3 chat messages. Now, the last one might have been because I was thick as shit. But the first 2...
Come on, fast!
I genuinely thought for a second there that
Hello to you.
I had fucking history with the Lingus name.
Yeah!
Because Aer Lingus couldn't have been, like, founded that long ago. They could have been inspired, their name is being inspired by me.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
Right, we've got to be careful with bears, guys. Bears. There's a lot of bears around here. There's bears, you could even say. Okay.
Fast!
I've covered you, Moses.
Whoa!
Would you look at that?
Where are you? Do you want to lasso him or not? Okay.
Come on, it ain't that bad.
Villain arc since birth certificate. All of the Connors are. Wiki tells us it's an anglicization of the Irish Airloingay, meaning air fleet. Wow, okay, that actually wasn't interesting. Your joke was better, SK, I will say that. Your joke was better than the real.
Stay there!
I hate that. I hate that so much, by the way. I hate that they can come up to me when I'm stuck in a fucking cutscene and then just start shooting me instantly.
How do you like that? You want to take my freedom, huh? Well, this ain't over.
Come on!
God, I hate that so much. How dare you call my roots uninteresting? No, just the unless you have roots in the founding of Aer Lingus. Not Ireland. I have roots in Ireland. My name's from there. Like, none of my family are, but my name is. Con, just a tip, don't die. I'll give you just a tip, Bex.
Come on!
I'm trying really hard not to die. You're Irish? Well, he's Scouse. It's close enough. They're basically the same.
Let's hope we never meet again.
Come on!
I love the Irish. Someone's got to. Don't tease me.
Down they go!
Am I still on your TV?
Get in there! Fast!
He's not Scouse. He's from the Wirral. Is that not in Scouse land? $240, by the way.
Didn't see you there, sir.
So it's in Merseyside. Is that what you? This is going to sound like a stupid question, but I promise it's not. Right? Is that what you need to be Scouse? Is you need to be on the River Mersey or in Merseyside? Is that what it takes, or do you have to be like from a certain part of Liverpool? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but I don't think it is.
Sorry, sir. Got my head in the clouds.
Just as much percentage of the population in Ireland are Liverpool fans as are on Merseyside.
I caught up with him. Here's the money he stole.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, mister. Is there any...
Come on, faster!
To outsiders, maybe. To Bex, no. I don't call myself Scouse, to be fair. We're so close to top max fame, by the way. Outsiders like silk. I love the pettiness. That's amazing. Charlie Hinkle, I reckon you're in Aurora Basin. Ah, he's in Tanner's Reach. Fuck. Alright, where's Tanner's Reach?
Nice to see you.
Come on, horsey. Tell you what, you remember all the trouble at the start of the stream we had getting these bounties to appear? We haven't really had trouble since. I don't know if it's just because I've been distracted by the peak conversation. But, it feels like we're getting the bounties pretty quickly. You're from the posh side of the river? Which is crazy, because that's just proof that anyone can live at any part of Merseyside then, if you're in the posh area. Scouse, Wall, Manx, whatever they all are, all very dirty and northern. I didn't say that! Silk, Bex, I didn't say that.
Let's go!
49 hours, we won't do 50, no. We won't make it to 50 today. I hope not. If we do make it at 50, something's gone disastrously wrong, low-key. I've got to buy a... Is this a rentable one or a buyable one? Okay, well, I need to buy this. Excuse me, just buying this property real quick. I'm proud to be northern and dirty. I feel like if I said that and not SK, you'd be giving me so much shit. You guys wouldn't want me any other way. Now that is the truth.
Let's go!
That is the fucking truth.
Whoa, boy, easy. Come on! Give it up, Charlie Hinkle!
I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
like shooting fish in a barrel. Is that tight enough?
This ain't funny.
Have punishments at different hourly times. Say if the game isn't complete till 70 hours, you'll speak in brain rot for an hour.
There we go.
I don't think I'd make it an hour speaking in brain. I don't know if I know enough brain rot. To be perfectly honest with you. Right, I cannot wait for enemies to come just as I go to put this guy on the horse. Do it at every death. So I've got that planned, right? So that's interesting you say that, because a video I've got planned is that I will play the Mafia remake, try and complete it in one stream, and every death I do some sort of alcoholic punishment, and then based on how many times I die, the punishments get worse and worse. Because the game's meant to be like notoriously difficult. I just killed a horse. I do apologize. On the hardest difficulty, and I think it'll be good fun. I know brain rot. Why do I feel like it's gonna be a gag against me? That's crazy. Michael J. Fox. I hate Michael J. Fox because he shakes when he walks. Oh, that's hilarious. You want an excuse to drink? No. Not at all. But yeah, also kinda. 2-1? Oh, I missed 2 goals. You live in Wales, become Bambino Becky. I feel like people look at Becky and think the fact that she's she likes getting drunk and drinks every weekend is a her thing. It's not, it's a Welsh thing. It's a British thing, to be honest, but it's very much a Welsh thing, especially from the west side of Wales, because they got nothing else going on in their life out there. Cunha set to join Man United. Thoughts? I hadn't heard that. How much for? I'm more interested in, like, that's a good signing depending on the price.
Careful!
He's got tits like Bambino. She wishes she had tits like me. Telling me the whole country drinks relentlessly? Yeah, we do. Isn't it a Scouse thing? What, drinking? No. Drinking, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Scouts like to drink, but it's the whole country likes to drink. For sure.
Hey, take this rope off me. Here, you earn.
All right, 2 more. $400 for that, by the way. Fuck, we have so much money. Is the doctor's office open? Oh, SK, you're so right. So right. I should apologize to Bex, really, because I did her kind of disservice there by saying that they like drinking. They are very much more into those.
You want a good time?
Someone told me the serendipity is going to be restored to its prime.
All right, 2 more to go, boys. The Scouts are American? No, he said teenagers, not children.
The mayor likes to dabble in opium. A lot.
Alas, too few can resist the beguiling allure of the demon drink.
I think it's 8 actually that the thing gets added.
I'm sorry, don't arrest me.
Where do the Americans flee? I feel like the Americans just flee to Texas, man.
Hello, hello.
I don't think they even leave the country, to be honest. Or Tahiti, if you play Red Dead 2. I can't wait to get started on Red Dead 2, man. I am going to take a break. Because I've played so much of this fucking game. So I am going to take a break between this and Red Dead 2, but I am excited. Doctor ain't there. I said teenager, not children, something a pedo would say. Pedo, yeah. In this country, they are. Between 45 and 50% Americans currently hold a valid passport. See, people look at that and think that's crazy, and it is kind of crazy. But also, America is so big, it has everything you could possibly need. A lot of Americans don't have a need to leave the country. No, they've got Colorado if you want skiing. They've got Florida or California if you want beach. If you want the city breaks, they've got New York, LA. You know? It's so big, you don't really need to leave. The drink is very luring. I love every country where you only need one language to function. Uh-oh.
Come on,
I'm gonna pre-jack Silk saying either get here quick or too late. Because it's changing.
Come on.
If you want 15 wives, they have Utah. Oh, that's so true, actually. Utah sounds sick. Though I can't convince one to marry me. Could you imagine trying to convince 15?
Yeah.
And if you want to hear Spanish, you can get that as well. So true.
Fast.
15 in this economy? Can't even get on a bus these days without hearing them speak foreign. It turns out the driver was Scouse and it was really hard to make out what he was saying. It sounded like a Scouse version of Gerald in Clarkson's Farm. That's hilarious.
Come on.
I don't know why it's like started the music as if I'm gonna fucking go after them. I really ain't. I'm really scared about bears, to be honest. If I get mauled by a bear while taking out a bounty target, that will fucking suck. That would suck massive donkey dick. Are they up there? I was meant to go up this path.
Let's get going.
I've had an Irish mate. I could have sworn my soul, what he spoke, felt more like Russian than oh my god, almost fell off a fucking cliff. Yeah, the Irish are kind of crazy.
You don't learn that.
To be honest, a lot of the accents up north are very just fast.
Look out, boy.
No worries, SK.
Sorry about that. This is turning out to be a bad day for you.
Can you speak Welsh though? I can't. No. I've been here, what, 6 years? Can't speak it. Yeah, like in Cardiff,
God, got
you
someone else in there?
you don't need to be able to speak Welsh. Most people speak English. In North Wales, it's more so. You gotta speak Welsh. PC question, pro clubs, not PC as in personal computer. More West Wales? There are some in West Wales, but like they also speak English, so and they're not necessarily annoyed at people speaking English. I feel like it's North West Wales where they like actively hate people who doesn't know English, who don't know Welsh. Sorry. At least from my experience, like in the Snowdonia area. I had a flatmate who's whose first language was Welsh. She was from the West. Oh yeah. You are right. There are a lot more people West Wales that learn Welsh as their first language, but usually they know English as well. If you go into like Northwest Wales that isn't like Anglesey, I feel like a lot of people there, at least from my experience, I've only been there twice, like don't even know English. Like all the road signs are in Welsh with no English translations and stuff like that. Proper Valley Welsh is hot. See, I don't know if it's just because I've lived there for so long, but man, I don't think it is. Oh my god, there was a fucking bear. I just dodged a bear.
Let's go!
And a flatmate, he'd been squashed by a steamroller. Soon you'd have killed everyone in the game. That's my plan. I want to walk amongst this map and be the only human.
Go! Let's go!
How I could defend this without saying that my mum has huge tits? Wait, what? What are you trying to defend? Have I missed something?
Not bad for a youngster. You know what's back people.
Come on!
Oh, you mean your mum? I did miss that.
Let's go!
SK, we both know your mum ain't lacking. I taught myself how to say Llanfair. What's the PG? Oh, is that the really long town? That doesn't start Llanfair, does it?
Your death's getting more painful by the moment, you fool! Let's get going!
Pull the 9mm out, and I don't mean your willy. No, 9mm is massively overdoing it. Is the doctor's open so I can buy some, Oh, that's how they shorten it? Oh, sick. Llanfair parental guidance. Llanfair, yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea, to be perfectly honest with you. Llanfair, Pwl, Gwyn, Gil, Gogereich, we Undrop, Wulchlan, Tisilo, Gogogoch. I don't know. I should actually start learning Welsh low-key. Like, I live in the country. I'm exactly what Silk gets mad at, man. I live in the country and I have not assimilated. I speak English everywhere I go. I expect everyone else to speak English to me. Silk would hate me. Rightly so, to be honest.
How you doing?
I kind of wish I'd learned before my granddad went in the home and sort of, you know, lost his marbles. Because he always used to ask me, whenever I lived in Cardiff, he'd always say, do you know Welsh yet? And I'd always be like, no, not yet, granddad. And he'd be like, ah. Doesn't he already? Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. You don't have to thumbs up it, Silk.
Why, hello.
No, I actually don't hate him at all. You know, you don't have to say, you know. It took you being Scouse.
Forgive me, officer.
Our last one, I think this is, boys. And then I think we've done them all. Aurora Basin. Oh, I do apologize, bro.
Howdy.
Whoa now.
Say it like flank. So is it not flank? Flank. It's not flank, is it? Flank will push Clun Goose Go Galric Quadruple Canty Silly or Go Go Go. Clan will push Clun Goose Go Galric Quadruple Canty Silly or Go Go Go.
Come on!
I thought I misheard. I thought you said you speak English and expect everyone else to. Yeah, I was making a joke about the fact that I live in Cardiff and have done for 6 years and can't speak Welsh. So I was saying like you'd hate me because I haven't assimilated to the culture, and I just walk around speaking my own language and expecting everyone else to. It's more like clan but Scouse C. See, that's what I thought. Clan. Clan will push clear. I feel like this is like assimilated more for like an Indian tongue. Welsh is really hard. Welsh is a really hard language. It's like as away from English as Japanese is.
Work, you damn nag!
Wales is one of the strangest cities in England. That's funny. Not even calling it a county, but calling it a city is so funny. Fucking Trump, Canada, sort of. More for a Middle East tongue, they have pronunciation to the point. Oh, fair. Clanvia, Pork, Gwengeth, Gorgeric. Wait, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna. Can you chat? I want to copy and paste that. I want to practice this. Clanvia, Pork. Oh shit. There are a lot of people here. Let's be very, very careful. Boom, bitch!
I learned that from my pa. Now I got you. You must think I'm stupid.
Clanvia, Pork, Gwengeth, Gorgeric, Win, Dropoch, Clan. Is that clan in the middle? Another clan? Clan Tizilio, Go Go Go. I like the end. The end is always fire, man. Go Go Go. That's just like your reward for making it to the end, man.
I'm gonna.
Oh shit, I'm getting gunned down again. Come here, horsey. Thank you.
Come on, you dumb nag! Work!
Next we do... Yeah, I've heard of the town in New Zealand. I have no idea how to pronounce it. No idea at all, but I have heard of it. Your word is getting got. The Glock 3000. Time for shot Gateau. Oh, man. I am jealous. I am jealous. I haven't had any cake in ages, man.
Come on, fast!
I'll have to see if Mike left any squirty cream.
Yeah!
If not, just let me know. I'd provide something. I was gonna say, sorry, I know it's really dark, but to be honest, I'm like close to ending, but I was about to say I'd be able to squirt on it for you, and then I thought that'd be too crazy. But to be honest, I'm not sure it helped.
Down they go.
Bam, 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 bam. Not on the TV anymore, probably for the best. I probably lost my TV privileges after that.
You out of your element, boy. He's too big for you.
Not on TV. Con, say something bad.
Let's go.
I think that women are hype. I don't know. I don't know. I tried to play the Don't You Forget About Me song, but apparently I deleted it off my stream deck. $240. We're over 6K, guys. We have so much fucking money. Tax me. Pause game and watch that. Okay, I'll go save the game, and then we'll look at the stats, and then I'll watch this. And then I shall call it. We can't go in this door? That sucks. Bum, bum, bum. 30 minutes more? I can't go 30 minutes more. Get to 50. Nah. We'll do 50 on Wednesday. Can't believe you're saying that about women. Not all women. You're right. I shouldn't paint all women with the same brush. That's very sexist of me. We'll reach 50 on Wednesday. Right, guys, let's see. How far have we got after doing all the bounty missions today? Honestly, doing all the bounty missions took as long as it took to fucking do the, favors, the strangers things yesterday. But we are at... Do people want to guess? I'm going to guess. I think we're at 83%. I don't think we're that high. Yeah, Bex, I agree. 83, 85. No, I said it first. 69. Again, we can't go backwards, guys. We can't complete less of the game. I did call women hype. We are at... Do I have drum roll? Oh, I can't be fucked. 80.5! We've made, like, almost zero progress. No, I typed, then you said it. Well, on my screen, it came up after. We have made it almost nowhere. Wow, after, like, 4 hours. 80... it's 80.5, so we'll round up. 81%. What does hype mean? I'm too old. It means that they make me very excited. Right, let's have a look at this vid real quick. Go Gaelic. Windrobot. Wantilio. Go.
Well, the days passed into weeks and months and then turned into years. He turned into a shadow of himself as he toiled through sweat and tears. By chance, one day his heart was warmed by a song called Ama Ohi, and he vowed that he would not go home until his tongue was freed. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Lantisilio, go, go, go.
Lantisilio.
Take it slow.
Go, go.
That it will grow.
Francis. Clanby.
Go Gerich.
Go Gaelic.
Windrobot.
Signor.
Chanticleer.
Francilio.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go! Why does it look like I'm... Anyway, I actually think I, Unban request from not an Indian hacker, by the way. I'm sorry, bro. Fucking unban bad boy. That's so funny. I banned him because he started talking about children of a certain race. And then he started going, oh, like, fucking, I think he was like, oh, no one's in here or something. I was like, oh, fucking. Because I timed him out and then he came back. It was so funny. Anyway, guys, we're going to call it there. Thank you very much for coming out. Reminder, tomorrow there is no stream, but there will be a YouTube video on the channel. I will remind you in the Discord. I have got... Boom. Go subscribe if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate it. New YouTube video. I'm very excited about it. I think it came out really well. It's of the Last of Us stream that I did a few weeks ago. Anyone heard from Fluff, by the way? I haven't actually heard from Fluff in a while. He hasn't been in here. I should probably, like, DM him or something. I haven't heard from him in a while, but... Yeah, go check that out, guys. Thank you very much for coming out. Next stream will be on Wednesday, where... Wait, wasn't this streamed over a year ago? Thanks, SK. Yeah, I appreciate you commenting that on every video now. Really makes me feel great. Not seen him talking for a few streams, although he was on the viewer list yesterday. I DM, but not heard back. Okay. DM David Moyes. I might drop him a message then. What is this?
Let's go!
Why am I going Dick Muncher. What even? By the way, that title.
Let's go!
I can't even remember why I was doing that, but okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Next stream Wednesday. Subscribe to the YouTube. I need a poo. Take it easy. So do I, Silk. I'll meet you in there. Much love, guys. Cheerio. Bye-bye. Someone trying to nut? Okay, thanks, Comrift. I appreciate that. That's my ASMR. Have a